Hello everyone, welcome to Fiaura. So, I'm glad I'm getting this up before it goes open beta and everyone makes a terrible mistake by purchasing this tank. Yes, I just heavily criticized this vehicle. The VFM 5 light tank.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you.
What can I say about it? I'm gonna let you guys watch. And these are the good replays I got out of it. You can imagine the terrible ones. And you guys know that I've been producing some awesome footage recently of the XM8 and of a couple of other vehicles. But this thing, yeah,
for a light tank,
I say it's not worth your money, but I'll let you be the judge.
You want to talk about hitting the broadside of a
So we're driving through here on, what is this? Port Storm! Port Storm! And yeah, Obsidian also announced today that October 1st is the first day of open beta for people who bought Founders Packs. And October 8th is the first day of open beta for everyone else. So you can bet on the 1st and the 8th you'll see me on. If you want to platoon with me, go right ahead. My name is officially fiaurathetankgirl on the servers. And I will be participating on the EU and NA servers. In the meantime, let's get into the meat of these details, shall we?
Which is bad for a light tank. You're expected to move and shoot,
Okay.
and scoot.
Tank's fast. Fair enough. I mean, I didn't even hit the engine boost. I'm doing 60. Okay, got some speed. That's good. Now, what do you have for a gun? Well, let's find out. Okay.
Went to the right.
To the right and up. Okay. That's fine. We could be off target for the first shot. Right? You see where this is going.
If this had been an XM or...
This is an okay to good to better than average vehicle. Attached to it is a terrible weapon. Oh yeah, and for some odd reason the gun depression is significantly less off the far side and rear than it is off of the front. So you have to deal with, you know, bad frontal gun depression, bad side gun depression. What? I sat there, had the shot zoomed and aimed and everything, not even in the same ballpark. Finally a hit, and yes! I'm a tier 6 vehicle that just did a 205 point hit that wasn't an overmatch. What? Gun is weak sauce! And inaccurate as hell.
I have missed that fox 3 times, and all 3 shells should have hit. They were all aimed correctly. They were all going...
I mean, gun is weak.
And everything, and it just nope. That's a very consistent thing with this vehicle.
That's a high damage roll for this gun, by the way.
Gonna miss.
Why, Obsidian? Why? You were doing such great things, and then I got introduced to this. Okay. Let's close in. See if I can get some easier shots or some shots on anything. Of course, didn't go where it was told, so fair enough. I don't think any of my shots have actually gone exactly where they've been told. There's a good slap, but that was with a heat shell. Wait, that's a heat round? What does the Stingray's heat round do? 580. Oh. Wait a minute! Why is tank so weak?
Oh my god. Its reverse speed is also...
I need to learn to drive, by the way. Just See?
which means that we're getting it.
This rail car is in like every bit of the way that it possibly can be. Alright, let's get up on this 64, I think it is. Yeah, it's a 64. Let's get up on him. Let's use the engine boost. Let's get in here. And I thought light tanks were supposed to be accurate on the move. This is gonna hurt. Or not. Turn, 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 turn. Fire! Thank you! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for actually hitting your target.
Itself is good. The gun.
That first shell.
Something you fight against.
And that was 100 meters. And light tanks are supposed to, you know, be really accurate on the move. And this one so far is not. Do I get shots? No. Tempted to go down at the MBT-70, but I know that he can technically fire 2 heat rounds into me, and I will implode. Remember how I said the gun was weak? You're about to see just how weak it really is. And don't worry, I gave this tank plenty of chances, so you guys are going to see some more PvP footage and PvE footage. We're going to see... Now, first off, the gun depression getting worse off of the side is ridiculous. The rear, fair enough, but the side? No. I hit the engine boost. I take a massive hit. And I'm behind him. But because my gun depression is worse off the side, non-penetration through the top armor, he's going to kill me.
And,
That's it.
of course, then it has that bullshit. I'm sorry, that was top fucking armor. And it's like, nope, can't pin.
That's how weak
The
this
tank
gun
is fucking awful. It is a god.
I wish I was kidding.
Shit. Don't buy it.
This gun is that weak.
Period. I have played 20 matches in this vehicle. It is terrible.
Alright, but I
Just
promised
to
a
get
second
these
PvP
two matches
round.
for you guys took
We're going to go
20
take
battles.
a second
I
look
was pissed
at
off.
another PvP round. Alright, so
I
let's
can
go
see
have a
why
look
they
now.
moved it out of the
I'm
main
not even
fucking
gonna
branch
worry
and
about
made
this
it
battle.
a
We
premium
obviously
vehicle.
won. So, as promised, second round in the VFM 5. Let's try it out. See if it works. See if it's any good. As you can tell, I clearly, after in the early access, I clearly just sold this tank after I got the footage because, yeah. So I'm gonna head out to the field. I'm a light tank. I don't have platoon mates to work with right now, so I kind of want to play it safe. Try to put up some shots and some accuracy, and our Fox is doing an excellent job of some reconnaissance for us. He's way on up there. He's probably going to spot something here soon, which would be awesome, and I should provide supporting fire. What I've quickly discovered with this tank, however, is that you're too big to, you know, outmaneuver people very well, and the gun is woefully, terribly inaccurate. The gun's accuracy is actually the worst I have seen. It is 0.17 meters off per 100 meters the shell travels, and in a game that is really designed to keep that accuracy score very close to heart, these shots at 600 meters are almost a full 1.5 meters off target. Now some of you might go, well, 1.5 meters not terribly bad. 1.5 meters is half the length of my gun. Oh. Yeah. These shots are way off course. That one hit and overmatched. What? Yeah, the Expeditionary tank is such a better light tank at this tier. It's faster, it's more maneuverable, it packs more punch.
Well, duh.
I mean, there's no questions asked. I would rather have the Expeditionary tank. I throw down the smoke, make a hard turn, missile goes whizzing by, and I return fire at the Terminator and miss. flat out miss. And it's been quite common with this tank that my shots just don't go where they're pointed. It just doesn't happen. And that's got to be the most frustrating thing with it. I mean, if it was a point-blank range brawling tank, I could see the shots being inaccurate. You could make up for that because you're already really close to your targets. But it's not. It's a light tank. It's designed for flanking, sniping, shooting on the move. You can't do that when you can't hit your target.
So what do I think about this tank? I hate it. The gun is totally inaccurate.
Let's try again. Ah, finally got a shot into that Terminator. And I got it. You know what? About half my shots are hitting. But in a game where half your shots hitting is terrible, that's pretty bad.
And doesn't do a lot of damage per shot, by the way.
I think I hit it. Then again, I think I also missed because that shot went way left.
Another light tanks.
Yep, I totally missed. And missed again. Shot went way left.
Identify target.
There's an MBT-70 in front of me, very close. I need to go probably get him and help our town buddies. I think I see an opportunity because something's headed up onto the hill. But I'm not quite sure. I fire a shell just in case he wants to poke. And I start backing up to try to get shots at this hill. Because again, I have constantly found that this tank does not excel at the flanking job. It just doesn't. It should, but sadly, nope. And I probably should have gone into town. When we started losing, I probably should have gone in there and helped fight those MBT-70s. Now I'm going to relocate as hard as I possibly can, as quick as I possibly can, to try to help this 72 and BMD2. But two of my friends just bit it very quickly. We have gone from a slight lead to absolute losing. Ow! Oh yeah, that's the other thing. The suspension absolutely will not take falls. This is not like the other light tanks I've been in where the suspension's like, I don't care. Nope, the suspension really cares. And that shot wasn't even in the same ballpark. He is tracked. I fire. Okay, straight through the drive wheel. That works. Can we get another one in here? I think that hit.
Hostile target marked.
Got a missile coming? What? Did you just blind fire at me with a missile?
I mean, it's fast. It's agile. That's nice.
And at this point, it's ending.
Very
If my shots had actually hit those guys in the field, like had gone on target, we might have stood a chance.
And it doesn't hit very hard. I think you're going to have to hit tanks repeatedly.
Ammo up.
Shot went high.
That doesn't
I mean,
hit straight, so
you guys are seeing it consistently. The gun does not shoot straight. And it's a consistent thing. The gun is just that inaccurate. It's frustrating is what it is. It is absolutely frustrating to have to use this weapon. In every way, shape, and form. I absolutely hated it.
Identify target.
I'm spotted. I'm taking hits. I got a kill. The gun went completely off target, by the way. That was a pure luck shot because I hit him in the turret and penned. And it is not acting like a light tank here. I'm firing shots and they are not going anywhere near where they are pointed. Oh yeah, and even hitting the lower plate of those tanks, it's not guaranteed to actually hurt it. I'm dead. I already know I'm dead. Yep, there it is. Killed by T-72. See, I don't know where people get the idea wrecked. No. No. I've done a boatload of damage.
So,
I've got
what
2
about
kills.
VFM? It's-
I've done my job. And when I say a boatload of damage, for this
Don't
tank,
buy
a
it.
boatload of damage is pretty low.
As you guys just saw, I fired
Fantastically
shot
so.
after shot.
And
let
we're
it zoom
about
in, and it's just like, nope,
to
not
find
even
out
in the same
just how
neighborhood
bad
that you
it
aimed
really is.
The tank is terrible. As far as I can tell.
2100.
It has no armor. It has no reactive.
All
armor.
of those shots, most of which I actually let it aim.
It's just not a good tank.
2100. Less
No armor, no reactive.
half
armor.
of my shots landed on
Makes
target.
some sense,
Half.
but in all seriousness, no.
That is the frustration you're going to run into with this
I
tank
wouldn't buy this tank.
continuously. And I mean
The gun is
continuously.
woefully,
Let's move on to the PvE.
absurdly.
See if it gets any better. Alright, so PvE, Operation Umbrella. This should be a relatively textbook walkthrough for this.
All right, Black Ops.
What do? You go north so you don't get smashed by artillery and shot at from every angle imaginable.
Consistently misses.
You'll need to
the tank
take over their base
consistently
and wait for reinforcements. Good luck.
lacks
They
the
don't
whole
take prisoners.
traverse to maneuver. I mean, watch
What
this.
happens on our drive north? Well, who can say?
This is how long it takes to spin.
Who
the whole
really
round.
can say?
Almost.
I'm
10
waiting on my
seconds
teammates.
to
I
finish
actually
the whole
stopped and
precinct.
span around and played with it a little bit. And just, that shows you guys how bad the traverse is on this tank as well. It took me a full 20 seconds to completely turn the tank around. That's 10 seconds to respond to
There's
something that comes up
I'm a
behind
tier
you.
6 vehicle.
You're dead. You're in a light tank. You're
260?
dead.
Are you serious?
If it takes you 10 seconds to respond to
What the
something
fuck
that
is
outflanked
that?
you. Are you serious? I hit both his tracks. Okay.
260. Are you kidding me? The expeditionary tank hits me back for over 300.
Identify target.
Wow.
Where did that come
Okay, where did that come from?
Identify target.
This tank's damage is way too random.
Enemy supply drops are leaving the air.
I mean, there's random and then there's random.
Mark their location. Move to intercept and use whatever force necessary.
Where were these hits during the PvP matches? Look at that.
I wish the damage
Massive damage with the Sabo round. Where was this when I was fighting PvP? Where the hell was this kind of
So
hit?
inconsistent. Sometimes you
I'll tell you where it wasn't. It wasn't what I was
do
seeing.
anything, and other times you're like, why didn't I kill him?
Yeah. Is this the same tank? Because these matches were played literally within minutes of each other. That's what you're dealing with when you're driving this thing. Entirely randomness. Whether or not it functions properly, does damage, and kills stuff is entirely random. And it's so random that no amount of skill can compensate for it. You're either rewarded via randomness or you're punished.
Okay, well,
And it's kind of like your principal just walks through the school
will you move in?
hallway going, "You get an A, you get a paddle,"
Seriously, go!
and nobody did anything.
You have.
I'm
the
waiting for
armor.
our
You
pansies of
dictate
MBTs to actually
us
do
winning
something.
Or losing.
As you can see me attempting to talk to them in chat to get our 2
272.
main battle tanks
264.
to actually engage the
Talking to
enemy.
you.
Well done, Black Ops.
They don't,
Heads.
by the way. It's one of the reasons why this match is going to be so hard, is because our 2 MBTs, the people who should be
Hey,
taking
dumb
hits,
fucks,
are
go!
refusing
For fuck's
to move
sake.
forward.
Identify.
It's like they don't know how to drive an MBT. Plant that up the rear of the Patton with a heat shell. Do it again. 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 Right in the engine. Okay, that shot was way off to the right and somehow still managed to hit the target. I'm not going to argue. I'm just pointing out that that shot was way to the right of where it was actually aimed. And just barely hit like the sliver of his back end. I have firmly decided if you want something done, you have to do it yourself. So I'm doing it. I am maneuvering. I am trying to think about, you know, where I'm being shot at from, where the potential spawn locations are, and oh my god, I just ran into everything, and now I'm out of smoke grenades.
I've already had to blow all 3 of my smoke grenades because those 2 NBTs are too.
Okay, well, if that's blocked off, I'll just outflank this way, right? Right? Oh, Obsidian. You
If our 2
trolls.
NBTs would do something, it would be nice.
You hardcore trolls. There is no outflanking that way. It's full of concrete
64,
barriers that I can't
270.
break.
Advance!
This is the Cry
You
engine,
are
right?
the
We can
reason
and should
this
be able
is
to destroy
taking
anything
forever.
in the engine.
Well done, Blackdrop.
Can't wait till they implement that feature.
No way
Totally
to be
destructible
NCAA
environment.
for humanity.
You imagine artillery hitting spots and creating potholes for people to have to work through, or could you imagine like a tank explodes and like a piece of the hill next to him flies off, exposing his
Go!
buddy? Are these buildings down here? You could actually just start pounding your way through them if somebody was trying to use them for cover.
Stupid, we only have 4 minutes. Go!
And
Are
of course, the
you
MBTs are being
stupid?
stupid. We
four
only have
minutes.
4
Go,
minutes to complete
for fuck's
this.
sake.
And
Have a
they are
pair.
refusing to advance forward. Absolutely refusing to do it.
Identify.
So like I said, if you want something done, you gotta do it yourself. You're a light tank. You're supposed to actually be able to make those shots. Alright, I guess I'm taking on the Weasel.
Identify target.
And it's gonna take me 3 shots because tank is way too random.
Identify.
See what I mean? Where was that against the Weasel? You know, when I actually needed you to do that much damage.
Identify target.
Oh, nope. Hit the engine override. Get out of dodge. I'm looking for the artillery. Nope, 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 nope.
Identify target.
There's the arty. Of course, you know, doesn't make the shot. I think that should be this tank's name. Does not make the shot. Go to Native American heritage for a little bit that I have and be like, nope, tank name doesn't make the shot. 2.5 minutes left, by the way, to get to that cap and win it. I don't see that happening. Especially when sitting here, I'm reloading and none of these guys that are lit are taking any damage.
Identify.
Don't fail me. My Sabo round was doing more damage than that. Are you serious? For crap basket's sake. There's my last heat shell.
Loader, Sabo. Identify target.
Oh yeah, elevation is about as much a problem as it is on a Soviet tank. You don't have a lot. And you don't have any hardly any depression unless the gun is off the front of the tank. Checking for a shot here, and then the AMX 10P with 90 mil appears and wrecks my turret. So now I'm gonna have a slugging match with my weak cannon against this thing. There are 4 other tanks alive. Why am I having to do all the work?
Identify target.
There's another kill by... I'm over 10 kills at this point, and and my allies are still not actually providing any real assistance or have moved to the cap, which we no longer have time to cap. That's right, that timid T-72 sitting in the back has cost us this entire game. He's not going to make it. Timer is running out. I tried really hard to carry you, T-72, but I have found in Armored Warfare there are teams that just don't want to be carried.
We lose.
That's it. If you'd made it to the cap circle 4 seconds earlier, 4 seconds earlier, we would have accumulated enough points. Yeah.
Told you we
Sadly,
had 4
that's
minutes, and you two dipshits are like,
how this one crumbled, and
shut up. No,
at this
you
point I was extremely
go.
tired of
you
playing
were
this
in a
tank.
main fucking battle tank in a PvE match.
The damage
were
spectrum's way
supposed to
too
be the
random. The shots
spearhead.
actually hitting on target is
Not
way too
me,
random.
Not me having
The
to
tank,
maneuver and do all this other shit to kill these tanks. You should be leading
the
the
gun
charge.
is way too frustrating to want to drive this tank. You can drive it yourself, fair enough. You can have a different
these
result,
two
fair
are
enough.
just
But
so
I
very
played
sorry.
29 matches in this vehicle.
They suck.
This is the best I got.
The fact that you took
And you
so
guys have
fucking
seen me
long
producing
is the
games
reason
where I
why
did
lost.
7,000 and 8,000
I lost
damage in a
better than he was
PvP match.
Not to mention the
Much
fact
less
this
the
tank sucks.
15 plus K
Flat
PvE
out.
ones.
This tank just flat out
This is
sucks.
the best I got. The
Yeah,
gun
that's
is
the
just,
VFM
it's
5.
abysmal. And
Don't buy it.
It makes me sad.
Skip it. You don't have to buy it. You don't have to play it.
So,
Don't
I hope
take
this
it.
has
I
informed
would
you
not-
guys
I'm not gonna
about
spend
the
my armor
VFM
on this
Mark
thing,
V.
period.
And that right now, unless Obsidian announces any major changes to it, don't buy it! Keep your expeditionary tank from your Founders Pack, or if you don't have that, buy the expeditionary tank instead. Trust me, you'll be a much happier consumer. In the meantime, if you did like this video or found it informative, please hit the like button and the share button. Remember, getting the word out about my channel from you guys is actually the quickest way to help the channel grow. If you want to see more of my videos, click the subscribe button. I put stuff up every day for you guys. If you would like to see other Armored Warfare videos by me, well, there's 2 of them right there. Go have a look. Go see what you think. In the meantime, this is Fiaura signing out for right now, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye, guys. Or these missions, because you're assuming the tanks are A, stock, and B, no retrofits. You couldn't even sell the tanks because if you sold them, you got 0 credits back because you paid 0 for them. So there was absolutely no way to truly test this out. Because if we're going to go in on hard or insane difficulty, we're obviously going to have these tanks well fitted before we do that. And I have to burn my repair kit because of my broken gun now. I'm not angry at that, Abrams. Not at all! Now, the trick with the light tanks I've noticed in these PvE matches is a lot of the time you spend driving. More so than actually fighting. Looking for a penetratable spot. Rear, side turret, Leopard 2. There we go. That's exactly how you do it, by the way. You shoot him in the rear of the side turret when he's got his turret turned like that. With a sabot round. Not with no heat. You gotta throw a sabot.